Scorpio, this is going to be your post-lockdown, post-isolation reading. So depending on where you are, what region you're living in, what state, what county, lockdown should come out around, mid-May. Let's just say that. It just depends. But either way, this is not a timeless read. This is just a reading to see what the energies are looking like for you when you come out of lockdown. So whenever that is. So this is kind of like focused on the present lockdown, the last 2 weeks of lockdown, let's say, give or take, right? Coming out of that and into what you can expect in that transition. We're going to begin with money first. Hey, don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. I know I don't really do the readings all that often. Hopefully my energy is good. Sorry about my shitty pillowcase. Let me have a sip of water. Put your energies on these cards. Put your energies on the cards, Scorpio. Okay. It's going to be money first, and then we're going to dip into love. Let's see what's coming through. Let's just see. I'm thinking. I did some shuffling. I'm not reading reversals, even though they're popping out left and right. I'll acknowledge them, but I won't sort of read them. Okay, see? Okay, you're coming out of a period of, isolation. Which sucks because all these readings are saying the same thing. They're all saying, you're coming out of a period of isolation. Isolation isn't it? We're all in this, hashtag, we're all in this together. But truth be told, you might have been in isolation before that. You had some thinking to do, Scorpio. Some really deep thinking to do. So you went down deep, you started doing it, and when you thought you were going to come out, they were like, just kidding, joke's on you. Isolation, lockdown, stay at home, save a life, right? So that doubled down on your isolation period. And so by now, because it came out in reverse, right? So by now, you're well ready to get the fuck out of the house. You're like, hey, I've been in isolation longer than all y'all motherfuckers, so I'm ready to come out of isolation. And I've done my thinking, okay? Some of you guys are dealing with no, I don't want to do that. I was going to say Scorpio, but some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo, but I don't want to talk about signs. I hate that shit. It doesn't do anything for me anymore. You know what? That's not nice of me to say. I take that back. If I see a sign, I feel like sharing that sign with you, I'll let you know. But for the most part, this is anybody. These are just energies. Hey, that's good. Something happened in isolation recently where maybe you had to be self-sufficient in terms of how are you going to recover financially from this. Either people at work were getting sick or you yourself got sick or something happened in isolation where you were like financially, or you were like Tiger King, I'm never going to be able to financially recover from this. Something is going to, it pops up to where you're like, okay, how do I recover from this? How am I going to? But you get this bright idea or you get some news, something in the last 2 weeks of lockdown where you're like, oh shit, I'll be all right. I'll actually be okay. Maybe you get that stimulus check, whatever the case is. Oh, spoke too soon. This is wild. You're going through all the emotions, Scorpio. You're going through every single emotion you can possibly summon right now. Huh. I wonder what this is about. Oh, shit. Let me ask the cards. That's why I'm here. Okay. There's an air sign, but there's also just somebody in your midst who is, I'll say it quite bluntly, this person is smarter than you, Scorpio. And this person is trying to run some sort of strategic maneuver on you, and it's causing you stress. On the surface, everything looks okay, but it's also giving you, I don't know if this is legal or what, but somebody is giving you some sort of anxiety or stress. You're losing sleep at night. But to everybody else around you, if you have kids, if you have coworkers, whatever the case is, parents, you are showing the sunny side of things. You're putting on a brave face. You're putting on a cheerful energy. This is good. This is good. But, you're waking up early in the morning, very stressed. Somebody, I don't know if he's a lawyer, He's a lawyer. He's someone in some kind of position of authority. Not too high. He's not going to be the decider. He's not deciding shit. But he's delivering something to you that's causing you stress. At the same time, it's a positive thing. All of this is positive. It's happening in the last 2 weeks of lockdown for you, and it's happening in a way it's giving you anxiety, Scorpio. But I want you to know with the Sun card here, it's going to be okay. I don't like that I just did it like that. I pulled it like that. I did it backwards a little bit. When you come out of lockdown, you are going to be able to release burdens. I don't know if someone's having surgery. Either way, you're going to be able to breathe and release burdens at the end of lockdown. This is going to be good. You're going to feel a positive sensation. It's going to feel like a complete and total release. So congratulations for that. This has nothing, this is more general, but it has, I'm not seeing money situation, but if this is legal stuff, if this is medical stuff, whatever this is, it's going to cost money, whatever the fuck this is. But the Sun card is, everyone knows, the best card in the deck. So the Sun card is saying that any way you slice it, you are going to be okay. This will be okay. I want you to move towards the color orange or red. I want you, if you see that color around you, go towards it. I don't know what that means. It's good. It's good. You're just stressed out. You're stressed out. You've had enough of isolation, I think, with the Hermit and the Nine of Swords. You've just had too much isolation. You need to get back out there. You've had enough. Your energy has been depleted. But I feel if you have kids or family, your energy is depleted by them. So you're doing it lovingly, but you're also like, I'm fucking exhausted. I need a break. A lot of you guys. All right. Okay. Money will come back. As you exit lockdown mode and you transition into the normal world, the real world, whatever you want to call it, you will be able to breathe a sigh of release. You're not going to, a sigh of relief. I said release. You're not going to, money's going to be tight the first 2 weeks out. Yeah, money's going to be tight, you guys. But you're going to have, you begin again. You begin again. You have nothing if not optimism here with the Sun card. So if money is tight, if you are stressed, if you got hit with some new set of bills that you weren't prepared for, whatever that means, it's going to be tricky in the beginning, but that money will come back. It's coming back immediately, but slowly. So the good thing is the malls aren't going to be fucking open anyway, so you can't go blow your paycheck. I mean, there's always online shopping, but don't do it. But you'll be able to sort of rein in your funds for a little bit. It's going to be slow going, but the money's coming back immediately, just slowly, yeah. You can have some new opportunities coming in. I do think that you're dealing with a Libra. I think that you're dealing with some sort of legal issue. I think that you're dealing with something that's causing you stress, but it's something that you actually wanted with the Sun card. I think that the money is going to come in immediately, but slowly. There are new opportunities, but they're slow going. You do have to do a little bit of work to make it happen. Let's go into love. This is bringing me down. This is bringing me down, Scorpio. Let's see. What's coming in for love? For Scorpios out of lockdown. Okay, let's see what's coming in for love. Scorpio love and lockdown coming out of. You guys. Let's just keep going. I got 2 more cards for love, and I'll let you know. 6. All right. you've got to. When you come out of lockdown, you have to deal with a Leo. You have to deal with someone or something that you prefer to move on, but it's not over yet with the Six of Swords. You do find yourself more and more involved with your own personal emotional equilibrium. You've moved on from the drama you had possibly with a Leo. Sagittarius, Aries, you've moved on from that drama and you have found balance, or you're at least seeking balance. And so you're more emotionally stable than you've been in a while. You're on the right path. Now that's for some of you. For the others of you, I think that when you come out of, you've been planting the seeds on something for a minute now. And I think that you are going to meet somebody in August. This is going to be a hot and heavy, mature, hot and heavy relationship. This person and you have a lot of passion, but it's a more measured approach to hot and heavy, passionate romance. It's not like before. There's balance. Could be an Aquarius you're dealing with. You've moved on. You've moved on from toxic energies. And now I feel like the King of Cups energy is you. I feel like you're in a position now to entertain that. I think that some of you guys are dealing with could be dealing with a Pisces. You have found balance, you guys. And I like that. Scorpios, you are going to be in a position where there is peace and healing. The Star card is leading you on this correct path to peace and healing, and you're taking your time doing that. And I think the Six of Swords is indicative of that. And I also think that this isolation period has given you so much time to think about your own healing process, and that's what you've been doing. You've taken advantage of it, is what you've done. You've taken advantage of this time to heal. What I like is that I don't see the Seven of Cups, which is pretty common in your reading, which has to deal with delusion. You're being very realistic about your healing. And I like that. Most importantly, so you're going to be in a prime position after lockdown. After lockdown, you are going to be in a position to be in the right place at the right time emotionally to receive the love that you're supposed to receive. And I think that what you're drawing into you now are going to be two kings. It doesn't matter if it's one person, two people, but these energies here are saying that both your emotional intellect and your passionate side has been tempered, and your emotional side has been sort of balanced. This is your energy here. Alternatively, this is also just two guys, not guys, it doesn't have to be guys, men or women, two individuals who have arrived, and these two people are very, very ready for you. These people are ready for you. One is more creative and outgoing, and the other is a little bit quiet. Both are equally interesting to you, which is cool. Both are receptive and open to you, and both are eager to balance you out. But you want to be careful here. The Swords energy is giving me a feeling of also, you want to be careful that they're not trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho, that you are saving yourself. You are taking care of yourself. So by the time they come around in August, they're basically just going to, compliment you and balance you. But they're not going to save you. So don't go there for that. If I had to give you some advice here, Scorpio, I would say go to the one who is more outgoing. Go to the one who's lively, outgoing, active, aggressively ambitious. Go to that one. The one who's shy, quiet, and a little more extreme in their depths with you. Because you can go deep, Scorpio. You can be like, oh, let's talk about deep, dark things. What you don't need is someone else to do that with you. you need the other side of you, the person who's going to be like, okay, we can do that, but let's also go for a jog, or let's also do this. So stay away from the other emotional one. Go to the one who's outgoing, okay? That's your advice for coming out of lockdown. But overall, I think that you're experiencing a lot of energy depletion and mental exhaustion in lockdown. You're coming out of it. Money will be tight. You'll be okay. You have 2 options for love coming out of lockdown, but they won't actually come to fruition until August. So good luck with that. I think you're doing great. I think you've done some healing, and I think you're on the right path, Scorpio. Good luck to you. I'll see you on Instagram. Bye.